I'm Helen Thompson and welcome to First Time Mums Chat. I'm a childcare educator and baby massage instructor. I know that being a parent for the first time is challenging and changes your life in every way imaginable. To help ease your transition into parenthood, I aim to offer supportive, holistic approaches and insights for mums of babies aged mainly from 4 weeks to 10 months old. My goal is to assist you to become the most confident parent you can and smooth out the bumps along the way. This podcast is brought to you by My Baby Massage. To find out how Baby Massage can help you to increase your confidence and feel more connected with your baby, check out My Baby Massage introduction video at mybabymassage.net/intro. Let's do this together. This podcast is for informational purposes only and does not constitute medical advice. Please contact a medical practitioner if you are concerned or have any medical issues. Each week I spend quite a bit of time assisting the children of a family that I look after to come up with fun, educational activities. And recently I was going through my notes and studies from when I was studying for my childcare educator diploma way back in the 1980s, and I came across a book written by Brenda Crow called Play is a Feeling. In 1983, when the book was written, Brenda was the first national advisor to the Preschool Playgroups Association. It is interesting reading the foreword in this book 40 years after it was written and reading Brenda's comments, which I quote, "Because we are eager to give our children a head start, play, the mainspring of their lives, is in danger of being narrowed down to manufactured toys, educational play. Sometimes it seems as if we're bent on robbing our children of their childhood." Fast forward this by 40 years, and I can't help wondering what Brenda's take would be on where we are today with the advent of items that did not exist in the early 1980s, such as home computers and smartphones. I feel that devices are responsible for producing generations of kids with underdeveloped and underutilized imaginations, expecting activities to be handed to them on a platter, which is why I always encourage children in my care to be creative and come up with their own activities, using their imagination and to steer clear of devices which do it all for them. I've spoken with many wonderful people on First Time Mums Chat who have shared their expertise and experience, and in episode 72, The Impacts of Technology on Infant Development, I spoke with the wonderful Melissa Lowry, who has worked in the educational space for many years. Melissa currently serves as the principal of a kindergarten through 8th grade school in Atlanta in the US. And here is a part of what Melissa had to say during our interview.
And really, truly, what they're saying is that children age 0 to 2 should never watch media, i.e. television or videos, and or engage with technology at any time when they are alone. So when you're handing your child, let's say, an iPhone with headphones in a restaurant or in a vehicle, and that child is 0 to 24 months, the recommendation of the AAP is that should not be happening at all. And that once children reach about 2 years of age, then there should be co-viewing. So the parent is actually viewing the television program or the video and or the technology with the child so that there is an interaction that takes place while they're engaging in that technology and media.
It is incredibly important to allow your child to ponder, feel, and reflect, and I encourage children to do this. When I'm around them, it is very much part of their childhood and encourages children to find out who they are through self-discovery. So engage with them and encourage them to be who they are. I consider myself incredibly fortunate to have been brought up on a farm in the countryside in rural Scotland. There was tons of open space and fields to explore, and all the wonderful stuff that goes on in a farm. and I have so many wonderful memories of exploring and learning new things. Of course, this never felt boring or like work because I simply loved the feeling of being outside and playing. I think this is why I am so passionate about supporting children and giving them opportunities to learn through play and discover who they are through play and self-exploration. It certainly inspired me to train as a childcare educator and then later as a baby massage instructor. Back in episode 49 on First Time Mums Chat, I spoke with Sarah Beliso, who is a therapeutic play practitioner. I'll include a link to the episode in the show notes, but I wanted to include a part of what Sarah had to say, which I felt was highly relevant in this episode, and here it is.
And through play, that's when children really get those opportunities to develop those social emotional skills. They get the chance to be bored. They can explore frustration. They can explore the idea of cause and effect, of consent, even through rough and tumble play, problem solving skills. There's just so many amazing skills. And I think parents get kind of put off by this idea of play because A, it's either far too complicated, or B, they feel like they have to do the playing. And actually, when the parent takes lead of the play, the child's no longer playing.
One occasion, when I was working in a childcare centre, a child came in after being outside. I could see they were in a peaceful, dreamy state, as they described the birds singing whilst they could hear the wind. And this instantly took me back to my childhood memories of just listening to the outside world and the pleasures it gave me. And I used it to encourage the child to expand their outlook and horizons. It really hit home for me how a child feels when they play and what they learn when they are simply allowed to be and do what they want. I often suggest doing painting as an exercise to children in my care, and have always found it fascinating seeing what they come up with whilst being spontaneous. Sometimes patterns are made from 3 to 4 paintbrushes from pots of different colours, and at other times the blobs are laid out close beside each other, and sometimes islands of colour are used. Watching the joy on your children's face as they create their masterpiece is indeed always a delight to watch. Or even watching them concentrate whilst they're putting the dots on is also a delight to watch. Whilst to us, they may simply be observed as a blob of colour. For the child, they are learning about different colours, whilst feeling the moment of joy as they paint and learn about spatial awareness and the pure joys of colour and feeling their emotions. I strongly suggest taking time out of your day to simply watch your child as they find their way in this world. This might be learning to crawl, taking those first steps, the first time they go on a bicycle with training wheels, or simply climbing on the furniture. I can't emphasize enough how important play is to them, because it also improves their cognitive, physical, social, and emotional well-being. Play also helps children learn about themselves and helps them to develop those skills they will need when they reach school age and beyond, ready for study, work, relationships, and lifelong problem solving. Spending time playing and communicating with your children not only helps with your understanding of who they are, but what they are feeling and thinking, but it also helps develop their speech and abilities to think, whilst building their confidence. It is also invaluable in helping to start developing and build the vocabulary as you communicate and engage with them. Make sure you take the time to observe and listen to what your child has to say and do not interrupt them. Also, encouraging them to ask open-ended questions so they can formulate and communicate their own thoughts and ideas is another excellent way to encourage their development. I'm often asked by parents when teaching them how to massage their baby, how baby massage can help baby with play. Studies have shown that routine touch and massage can lead to improved psychological, cognitive, emotional, and social development, and baby massage has shown to improve mental development and increase alertness and attentiveness. I do hope that I've inspired you during this episode to reevaluate how you encourage your little one to play. I can't emphasize how important this is to their future development. To get right, I've included links in the show notes to the episodes that I mentioned with Melissa Lowry and Sarah Bellisso, which can be found at mybabymassage.net/podcast/118. And I highly encourage you to take a listen to their pearls of wisdom. Is your little one suffering from colic, constipation, and have problems sleeping? Baby massage may be the solution you've been looking for to help you experience less crying, less stress, and have a happier, more contented little one and household. I've created a free introduction video to baby massage that demonstrates its many wonderful benefits and how it can help both you and your little one. You can access this video by going to mybabymassage.net/intro. That's mybabymassage.net/intro. Next week, I'm chatting with mum of 4, top performing realtor, entrepreneur, money coach, and speaker Candice Bax-Friesian. We will be discussing what you can do to help get back to employment or how to start self-employment when you're a mum and you have a baby. Be sure to listen to this episode when it comes out next week, and please subscribe to First Time Mums Chat via your favourite platform so that you get quick and easy access to all our episodes when they are live.